Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your boy here, Eclipse, or as known as Kage or Sid Kage. So I'm new to the Ares clan, and we're still recruiting. But you have to go through the process of, facing one of our two leaders, which is Ares Flash or Ares Inhibition, and those are the two big dogs. So you got to get it through with them. Add them on PSN, which is totally better if you like text them on PSN, not just like YouTube, because it makes it harder for them to check all the messages on YouTube. You know how that works. And yeah, let's get started. So about this game, World War II, Call of Duty World War II. I'm here to give an honest review, like nothing biased, nothing more, nothing less, just on the spot. So this game, in my opinion, I think it's way better than the past Call of Duties we've been getting. Totally beats out Infinite Warfare, totally beats out Modern Warfare Remastered. I really wasn't a fan of those games, and Black Ops 3 got on my nerves because, as you all know, maybe, I don't know, maybe we weren't the lucky ones to get the XMC and we got fucked by it over and over. So that kind of was a factor of why Black Ops 3 went down to shit. There's a bunch of new like weapons that pay to win, and it just got stupid. Hopefully this game doesn't take the wrong turn. Before I go into anything about what I was saying earlier, first I want to talk about like the pros of this game, and I'll leave the cons for last. So this game so far, I like how everything was set up. The graphics are pretty nice. I like how so far I've been playing part of the story mode. As you can see, I mess up a few times, but I like the story mode and how it's simple, it's very to the point, and it's kind of extra. I like it. And that's for the campaign aspect, because I haven't played it all, but that's just my review so far of what I've seen. And as for zombies, I played it with a couple of my friends last night, and we got up to around 26. And let me tell you, man, that it's pretty scary and fun at the first few moments of it. I can't wait to see other zombie maps they're gonna bring, even though I'm not a zombie fan. I always loved it since Black Ops 2, because it was like on the ground, like it was not, you need a jetpack to get to this area, which is kind of stupid. I didn't really like that. It's dumb to me. But now that they fixed it and changed it around, I kind of like it now. It's pretty different. For multiplayer, the category I fall in. As for multiplayer, since this is where I fall in, I like it. I like how they have headquarters, how they have the 1v1 quarter place. That's pretty fun. I like smacking people on it. Hit me up if you want to smack me, or if I want to smack you. Yeah, it's gonna all be in the description, my PSN and everything else, my YouTube. Anyways, back to the point. I feel like multiplayer as a whole it's fun for pub. It's all fun and games and stuff like that. But like there's just some little things that they have to fix for multiplayer, because it kind of pisses me off. But I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm talking about the pros first, and then I'll talk about the cons throughout all the whole game. So I like how multiplayer they have these different scenes. Like they have different scenes of the map that you're getting. They have they have a bunch of, like, in the loading screen you can sit down and see how other people are joining in, kind of like Modern Warfare Remastered, but it's kind of different because you get to see like their levels and all this other stuff. You get supply drops, you get to open them on the spot. You don't have to like fucking go back to the main menu and open it. No, it's like you can open it on the spot, like in the headquarters, which is pretty fun because then everybody sees what you get out of the care package, or the care package supply drop, and it's pretty fun. But I just hope that they don't like mess up the game by adding anything like reckless or anything like that, because I really wouldn't want to see that. I'm still learning about the classes, because the classes are kind of funky to me. Like you go in there and you start changing shit, but you don't really know like what helps you or not. And as a competitive player, as an amateur competitive player, it's kind of hard for me because I'm trying to see like what class is better for me, but you can't really until you find out or you watch any other like pro player play, like any like Crim 6 or Scump or any of them. and usually I just wait around to see what they have on their classes and what they give us and like what sensitivity, but usually I stick to one, which is 5-4, because I was watching a stream and they talked about how 4-4 is way too low, and I agree with that. Let's see, game mechanics. Okay, so as for the gun skill, I like it, but I don't understand why when you're like, for example, when you're shooting, sometimes the recoil sticks to the right mostly, and then it like jumps to the left, but it's like you have more control to the left than the right, which is kind of weird. But like it jumps around to the left. It's so weird. When you guys play the game, you'll see what I mean. It's a pretty fun game. I like it. Let me see. Drop shotting. This is a big question. Drop shotting is a very effective drill, you know, to use during a gunfight. But let me explain. If you drop shot, I'm gonna tell you right now, the recoil on whatever gun you're using is going to mess your shot up. Like, it's going to fuck your shot up. You will shoot and drop shot while you're about to die. Sometimes it's gonna help you. I find it more helpful when it's like they have the upper advantage and you're lower. That's where I find it that it helps you, because the recoil goes upwards and you can't really control it. And yeah, you gotta be careful when you drop shot. You can't just drop shot like every single kill, because you will die. As for like, let's see. As for jump shotting, I think jump shotting is much more effective. But one downfall that you have to learn, I think it's because I'm new to it, because we haven't, you know, been jump shotting in these past few games. You're just fucking flying around and shit. That's all we've been doing. So, so I think by the time we get used to jump shotting, it's gonna be easier. But you have to be careful, because jump shotting can also fuck up your recoil, which is like, I think they did it on purpose to make it more balanced, so it's not just everybody jump shotting and drop shotting and like insta killing. Because let me tell you, the time to kill on this game is insane. Like, it's just insane, dude. It's so fast. Like, oh my gosh. It's kind of hard to turn on people on this game, but you can. I don't mean it by sensitivity wise, but I mean it by time to kill. Like, it's pretty hard, because technically you're dead in like 3-4, not even like 3-2-4 shots. That's mostly it. It's not like fucking 8 shots. So I want to see what happens. Like, I want to see what they change and stuff like that. I want to see the new maps, because these maps are pretty big. There's one in particular that has a tank in it, and it's kind of stupid because it pisses me off. It's just all open area. Like, there's no way that's going to be a competitive map, and if that is retarded. But let's hope for the best, and let's hope that map isn't in there, because Jesus Christ, you're gonna see a lot of pro players arguing and taking that map out. Like, that doesn't go to anybody's advantage unless, I don't know. Sorry, take a water break. But all right, let's jump on to the cons. So for zombies, let's just say this is the beginning of the game. You're right, it's true. But for zombies, I feel like they could have made it a bit more, I don't know, a bit funner, because I think it feels, that specific map, I forgot what it's called. I'm not a zombie fan, sorry, but that specific map looks just like the first map on Black Ops 3. Like, it just feels like it. It just certainly just feels like it. There's some aspects where they are different, but for the most part, it really looks like the Black Ops 3, the first map for Black Ops 3. And it's all right, but I mean, I hope they would have varied to a different way and not just the same damn thing, you know. I don't really have much to speak of because everything else is fine. And all right, now let's go to multiplayer, because campaign, I haven't played it. As I said before, it's the same thing. I haven't played it a lot. I only played like the first part, as you can see. But yeah, for multiplayer, all right, don't even get me started on this, bro. The loading times, bro. The loading times, man. What is with these loading times, dude? I would sit there for like, what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Not even. I sit there for like 20, 15 minutes waiting. I might be over exaggerating a little bit, but I would sit there, right? And for example, I'm waiting, my friends are waiting on me, and I come back after like, what, fucking sleeping for like 10 minutes. And I'm just kidding. I come back from like getting something, going to the store, coming back, and then the game is still loading, and I'm just like, what the hell? It's like World War II still loading. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'm like, all right, fine. I wait, and then bam, it loads me in. Cool, fine. Finally, it's loaded in. All right, late, I'm free. Then here comes the next part. We load up a game, the game is starting, bam, there it goes again. Now we have to wait on another loading screen for the game to start, and it just loads, and it's worse than GTA 5. It's worse than the GTA 5 loading screen. I swear to God, I hope they fix that. I mean, I know it's the first day, but that's a worry of mine. I really hope they fix it. I do not want to see that there. Like, that is nerve-wracking. I don't want to see that there. As for the game, like in between games, it kind of sucks still, because when the game finishes, some people are either stuck where they're how well they did, their KDs and their stats and their ratio. You're stuck there. Like, you can't even leave to go to the next game. Like, you can't leave to go back to the headquarters, because the game, it like makes you stay for another game, like forces you to stay for another game. And then it's like, what the hell, just because the servers are pretty bad right now. But like in game, I like it. I like the in game. I like the reactivity that you have back to players when they're shooting at you. I like how controlled it is. I like how everybody is balanced. Like, you know, everybody has the same asset, as in gun skill. But not gun skill. What am I saying? Same asset, as in, like, you know, nobody's using an OP gun. Nobody's going with no fucking variants like an IW. It's just normal weapons that every single person has. And I hope that doesn't change. Please let me not jinx this. Anyways, yeah, that's what, in general, what I like about it. But what else is there? I mean, everything else is fine. Multiplayer, I like it. Just those little bug fixes with the loading times. Oh, what I was saying earlier, it was about the gun recoil. It's so weird, the pattern. All right, so you could be shooting straight, right? And if you like shoot straight, sometimes depending on where you move your stick, it would jump to the right side. I don't know if it's just to me, but I feel like every time I'm shooting straight, and I believe that in my shot, like, I believe my shot is amazing. Everybody tells me, and I believe my shot is amazing. But when I'm shooting straight, I feel like my shot goes to the right, and I'm just like, I'm not pulling on the stick. I'm keeping it centered, and if I move, I try to recenter. But then again, I can't even ADS, because it's like, what the hell is going on? And when you ADS is when it happens. Literally, that's when it happens. You could I don't know if it's because depending on the type of weapon attachments you have on your gun, I don't know what it is yet, but I'm yet to find out. So, because I've seen some pro players that it happened to in mid gunfight, like the gun is fluky. Like, they're shooting, and then the other player moves, and then they aim towards that player, and then they're shooting, and then it goes to the right. But if they jump shot, it goes above the player's head, and then they're like shooting at nothing, and then it starts hitting. So it's like, what the fuck? My shot was like right on them. Just because I move differently doesn't mean it should go anywhere else if I'm aiming at them. But I guess it's little fixes that might come throughout the near like month or so, or, you know, I hope so. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and leave a thumbs up down here, and comment, subscribe. I'm gonna put in the description below my YouTube channel and my PSN, and I hope you guys enjoy this. See ya.